Yes, so my name is Bhikshuni Jampa Tseodron. That's my Buddhist monastic name, and I became a nun in 1980 in Hamburg, in the Tibetan center in Hamburg. There was a resident Lama. My teacher was Venerable Geshe Thupten Ngawang, and so he gave me the Shramanirika precepts. And then in 1985, because we do not have the full ordination for nuns in Tibetan Buddhism, I went to Taiwan, and there I took in Kaohsiung, in the Miaotung temple, I took my full ordination. And since then I work mainly as the manager of Tibetan Center Hamburg, and I did the traditional training with my master for about 21 years. So it was mainly working and studying, learning Tibetan language, serving as a translator, giving some small talks here and there, joining in some panel discussions, and traveling sometimes to some conferences and so on. And then about 10 years ago, because I noticed that to become really accepted as a Buddhist teacher among the Tibetans, Tibetan monks mainly, you need some kind of degree, you need some kind of academic or whatever degree. And since there was no possibility for me in Germany to make a degree like a Geshe degree, you can only make in India in the monastic universities, but not in Germany. And at that time when I started studying, there were no curricula for nuns in the Tibetan tradition. So then I discussed with my teacher, and I had the opportunity to join Hamburg University, and then I decided to make my MA in Tibetology and Buddhology at Hamburg University. So this I did in 2003, and now I'm working on my PhD thesis. But last year, His Holiness the Dalai Lama, he also encouraged me to set up a committee of Western bhikshunis, and he gave also a donation, a kind of pilot fund of 50,000 Swiss francs, and said he feels that it would be good if nowadays the Western nuns could take the lead and help the Tibetan nuns to get the bhikshuni vow revived in the Tibetan Buddhism. So we have these 4 communities, but then somehow in some countries the nuns are missing, or they have only novice nuns or something similar, but not really equal, as during Buddha's lifetime. So there was a kind of degeneration of Buddhism for the women. It's difficult to judge where this comes from, but I think the Buddha was far ahead of the society, and he made it already equal, but then the society was not ready for it, so somehow declined.